Okay, I believe we should be live. I'm going to wait a few minutes here. I see a little bit of echo because, of course, I'm going to wait a few minutes, see if anyone decides to join, let people join. If anyone is in the chat, please do let me know if the volume is fine, if you can hear me all good. For now, we'll take a look at the civilizations in a minute. I'll give people a few minutes just to join in. This is a unannounced live stream, and so I don't think anyone really is expecting the live stream. So what I will do is just maybe set up the game a little bit here. And then as people join in, I will start the game, talk about the civs, talk about the players, and start casting. If you are in the chat, please do let me know if you can hear me just fine, or if there is any kind of issue with the volume, the sound. Okay. Keep an eye out for any messages. And so we'll wait another minute or so for people to join, and then I'll start the game. We'll take a look at the civs. This should be a fun game. It's about an hour long, or rather an in-game hour. So it should be about 35, 40 minutes long. And yeah, we'll take a look at the civs in just a minute. I'm going to give people a chance to join. This is an unannounced, unplanned, unprepared live stream. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if the sound quality is good. Yeah, we'll start in just a second. Sounds good? Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to start the game. People will join. People will come. Feel free to comment. Feel free to participate, obviously. And let's start the game. We've got Fire as the Red Burmese getting ready to take on none other than DauT playing as the Blue Tatars. Now let's take a look at the civs that we're going to watch today. The Burmese, very much a civ that focuses on its mounted units. Their battle elephants automatically come with extra armor and can actually be upgraded to get even more armor. Their cavalry can be upgraded to get a massive +5 attack against archer units. And their unique unit is one of the funnest units in the game. The Arambai horse shit, terrible accuracy. I think the base model comes with 20% accuracy. But the darts that they throw, if they miss and land on an enemy unit, still do 100% damage compared to the usual 50%. Now, if you don't want to go mounted units with the Burmese, you do have a couple of cool options, actually. Their infantry do get a progressive attack boost starting in feudal all the way up to +3 in imperial. Or you can go spellcasters, you can go monks, in which case know that monk techs are 50% off. And take a look at this cool feature of the Burmese. If I take a look at their vision, they start the game knowing exactly where all the relics on the map are, which can be invaluable if you are playing a civ against a civ rather that needs to collect relics. For example, the Lithuanians, you know exactly where the relics are to deny them. Or if you just want to gather them yourself, feel free. You know exactly where they are on the map. Like I said, again, I'll highlight for anyone joining a little bit late. Take a look at the cool Burmese feature. You see exactly where all 5 relics are out on the map. Now, to help you build infrastructure, you need lumber. And so all lumber camp techs are free for the Burmese, which is fun. The second you go up in age, if you've got a lumber camp, which everyone does, you do get those techs immediately for free. Now, the Tatars, one of the funnest civilization, very much pushing you towards mounted units. Cavalry archers come with extra line of sight. Parthian tactics for free, as well as thumb ring, and you can upgrade some of your mounted units like steppe lancers, cav archers, light cav hussars, for example, to get extra armor. And their unique unit is one of the coolest in the game for late game raiding, the Keshik. This is a unit that anytime it attacks its opponent does generate gold. So when you run out of this delicious, beautiful resource, which in the late game very much happens frequently, the Keshik is a fun unit, very cool to see, and you can start gathering a bit of gold that way. Now, once your army is out on the field of battle, remember that the Tatars do need to get the high ground. Usually, most civs do get a 25% attack bonus when they take the high ground. The Tatars get 50%. So, very important for them, especially if you're going to go ranged units like Trebs. Remember that the Tatars do get Timuriid Siegecraft, which gives their Trebs an extra 2 range. Now, every time the Tatars go up in age, starting in, or rather, every time they build a new town center starting in Castle, they do get 2 free sheep, or in this case, they'll get 2 free pigs, and their herdables do contain 50% more food. So, overall, these are 2 mounted civilizations with 2 very fun mounted bonuses. For now, both players herding their little adorable Instagrammable piglets with their cute red bandanas. Scouts out onto the map. Let's take a look at the starting positions of the players. Our blue Tatar DauT completely open in the front, facing his opponent. Gold, unfortunately for him, in a nice infinity sign, very forward facing, not very secure at all. His opponent's gold, very safe in the back. So DauT has to do a little bit of extra, or exercise a little bit of extra care here to make sure this gold does not fall into the hands of his opponents. And his base is completely open, although Fire's base also completely open, unless he decides either player to invest significantly into wood resources in order to, wall off or at least create some kind of funnel on their bases so that players who attack them have to go through a town center that will no doubt have a bunch of villagers inside. DauT trying to create some kind of wall off. Anyone watching, please feel free to comment, say hello, say anything you want. This is an unannounced late night, or at least late night where I am, live stream. It is 12:40 a.m. We are watching DauT playing as the blue Tatars get ready to take on Fire as the red Burmese. And yeah, this is what I was talking about. Not exactly a full wall off, but more of a funnel, so that if DauT tries to attack here from the east, he's going to have to run into this adorable pig's ass. And that is obviously a joke. He's going to have to run into a town center full of villagers who for now are, oh God, brutally hacking and hewing at these poor pigs. Both players sitting at 19 villagers. Both players literally hitting feudal at the exact same moment. And a funnel going down as well for our blue Tatar, who is building his first stable. And a stable going down for our Burmese player. So like I said, these are 2 civilizations that very much focus on mounted units. And so not a surprise that we're seeing stables out of them. Let's take a look at what the players have seen of each other's base. DauT has explored the southern extremities of his opponent's base. The north, completely undiscovered. KGB Fire, though, has seen more and more of his opponent's base. The south, the north, sees the west bringing in 2 militias. No actual kills for these guys just yet. And let's see what they can get done here. 2 spearmen should be able to shoo this away, especially with 2 scout cavalry from our blue Tatar. But more and more red dots streaming across the map. A spearman, a scout, where are you going? Okay, he wants to explore the perimeter of his opponent's base. 1 militia dies, 2nd will die immediately, and now the kill count stands at 2-0 for our blue Tatar. Any free Age of Empire game PC download? I have no idea. I got mine on Steam. I don't know exactly where everyone gets their Age of Empires game. 12 minutes in, we're sitting at 25 villagers apiece, 7 military supply for our Tatar to the 5 of our Burmese player. Gonna run past this big bear. Let's see if he attacks it, preemptively kills it. No, decides to just run around it. And our red Burmese circling the back of the base, doing a fantastic job scouting. Take a look at Fire's vision of the map. Let's see DauT. DauT has not explored the extremities yet. He has not seen any of the eastern portion of the map. He has not seen any of the western portion of the map. So for now, the score a little bit in favor of our red Burmese because I think of scouting, although military count is in favor of our blue Tatar. And let's see, both players nowhere close to Castle Age or even having the resources to go to Castle Age. We've got an incredibly slow, incredibly ineffective battle here between two spearmen sitting on exactly identical upgrades, being 0 to 0. And now two scouts are going to be annoying here, although they do take town center fire. Good for DauT for luring these scout cavalry into the town center fire, but does lose a villager. She dies face first into the Arabian grasslands. And now we've got 4 kills for our Burmese, 3 kills for our blue Tatar. Okay, I wonder if he thought he was walling this off, but tried to surprise his opponent with a spearman, but Fire with the quick reaction time does manage to save that scout. The question is, will he save it from these 4? Not exactly walling off the entirety of his base. Fire here carving out a decent little chunk of the map for himself. Going up to 32 villagers, finally starting to accumulate some food. 4 villagers on gold. So in the next couple of minutes, he'll probably start going up to Castle Age, building himself an archery range. Let's see what else he's got. He's got the stable that he built a while ago, his original OG barracks. Our blue Tatar, what is he building? He's got his stable down as well. Houses, a market. Okay. And has he walled this part off? Yeah, I see a little tip of a palisade wall here. Okay, so now these red units are trapped inside of DauT's base. Let's see if DauT manages to somehow get his spearmen in position here. Needs to kill these scout cavalry. They are not going to get anything done. They are sitting on 2 kills from the early stages of the game, but will they be able to do anything? They are at below half health, and 2 spearmen managed to shoo away. Okay, so blue here doing a fantastic job is DauT. Okay, managing to kind of equalize the kill count is our blue Tatar, who is now starting to explore his opponent's base, although 1 HP on this spearman, 1 strong gust of wind, and he bites the dust. So DauT still has not seen where exactly the western border of his opponent's base is. So let's take a look at his vision now. Okay, finally starting to explore a little bit of the western part of the map. Does run into some gold. Needs to locate where all the relics are. Remember, the Burmese, again, they start the game knowing exactly where all 5 relics are out on the map, and so their exploration is not as urgent as any other civilizations, especially if you're playing against, like I said, civs like the Lithuanians. They definitely need to know exactly where the relics are. And this is something I mentioned in another video of mine, is the Tatar town center. Somebody mentioned that the other ones kind of look dilapidated, but this town center, take a look, it looks pretty complete. There's a roof, it's thatched. There's a nice little vine growing along the side of it. The Tatar and the Cumin town centers look very dilapidated. There's building materials on the roof. This looks like it's taken some shelling. There's exposed brick here. It looks like it's taken some damage, and I really wonder why the developers chose these civs in order to have these kinds of designs for their town centers. If you have any idea, let me know. For now, blue reaching castle first. Let's see what he decides to do with his 40 in-game second advantage. Not surprising, building cavalry archers out of more and more archery ranges. Remember, Tatars cavalry archers do come with extra line of sight, which, believe me, is an incredibly powerful feature. You see your enemies coming from a mile away, and DauT finally exploring the eastern portion, the eastern reaches of the map. Very important for him to locate as many resources as possible. The Tatars, a very much a gold requiring civilization, especially if you're going to start going cavalry archers, and now he's going up to 8 of them. A few of them starting to move out onto the map, but KGB's Fire is now in castle as well. What is he doing? Building a university. Okay. circling around the side here with 7 archers. Any upgrades on these guys? No upgrades, although right as I say that, of course, fletching finishes up, as does crossbow. And he'll get a defensive upgrade as well. So these are going to be pretty okay. 3. Let's take a look at their upgrades. No upgrades at all for these Tatari cavalry archers who are now trying to bust their way into the front of Fire's base. Let's see who wins here. Remember, Tatars 50% more damage from the high ground. Oh no, should not be taking this fight. DauT here. You do not want to trade out your cavalry archers for crossbows, although now he's got the numbers. Now he's got the high ground. Could easily take the fight with 3 more coming in from the north. Could sandwich this force here. This is basically, what, a third of Fire's military count right now? Although income more and more, he's going up to 9 elite skirmishers. He knows his opponent is going cav archers. You know when you're playing Tatars what to expect. 14, and he's getting bodkin, so these are going to be pretty powerful cavalry archers. DauT banking no gold whatsoever, spending every available resource he has on military. Okay, chasing these units down. Beautiful play here by DauT, although he is housed at 60. Needs to build a few more. I see one white dot out on the map here. He needs a little bit more than this. Okay, finally plops down a few more. Okay, good. Nice. He's building up quite an army. This is exactly what you want to see when you see the title of a video and it says Burmese versus Tatar. You want to see quick mounted units. You want to see them attacking each other. You do not want to see the player's supply blocked, especially at a low number like 60. He has to be careful. This is a lot of elite skirmishers, and even if they trade out terribly, you are trading out an incredibly expensive unit for an incredibly cheap, trashy unit. 3 town centers going, 2 rather new town centers like this location. Lots of access to wood, lots of access to gold. This one as well, exactly. Plenty of room for farms here. The question is, will it go up, or will this Tatari raiding party have something to say about it? Welcome to everyone who's joining us in this live stream. Like I said in the beginning, this is an unannounced live stream. Had a little bit of spare time on my hands. That this is potentially a very fun game. Good elos on the players. DauT 2437, Fire 2381. These are also 2 incredibly fun civilizations to watch, to Burmese and Tatar. And so I said, you know what the hell? Let's start a live stream. Drop by, say hello, put your feet up, grab a cup of tea, a Coca-Cola, whiskey, whatever the hell it is you're drinking, or whatever the hell time of day it is where you are, and come watch some players try to beat the shit out of each other in Age of Empires 2. We've got 11 archer units, although foot archers, a second town center going up for our blue Tatar. You see, in Castle, the town center does start looking a little bit more complete. So I don't know exactly why. And remember, every new town center does spawn 300 extra food. I'm surprised it's not pigs. Right? We started the game with pigs, and now all of a sudden it's spawning sheep. Okay. A 4th town center going up for our red Burmese, a 3rd going up for our blue Tatar. And let's see, take a look at the military counts. 20 to 22. Villager count, though, in favor of our Burmese, who for a second was also supply blocked. I like this location a lot. Would do well to take this hill, put some kind of structure on it. You do not want the Tatars with their hill advantage, their elevation advantage, taking any kind of high ground. Although DauT being very passive. You know, for somebody with 19 cavalry archers that have some pretty good upgrades, +2, +1 on them, he is being incredibly defensive. He is giving a lot of respect to the small band of foot archers. I mean, this is 300 HP. This is not a game-ending army. At worst, it'll annoy and tickle away at the HP of some villagers. But he could steamroll this with these cavalry archers instead, choosing to bring a mangonel all the way back, getting his first relic. What do we have here? We have a blue dot protecting this one relic, making sure that any monk who tries to get there immediately dies. Yeah, well, I don't know why he's letting this force continue to circle the back of his base. He's got more than enough military here. Maybe he doesn't want to lose it. Maybe he wants to bring the mangonel in, is trying to block his opponent from being able to go here. So he is setting a trap for Fire. Let's see how he springs the trap. For now, we've got an elite skirmisher tickling, doing nothing more than tickling this siege workshop. And now let's see. I mean, I don't think he needed the mangonel. I don't think he needed to wait this long. Preemptively shoots a load of rocks, but Fire immediately goes south, and now he's going to trap himself in this little nook. He's in trouble. He knows it. He splits his units up, tries to use some superior micro. Oh, hi, your mom. I'm glad you could join. Yeah, late cast. What time is it where you are? Here it's basically 1 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. Yeah, exactly. Who the hell needs sleep anyway? Who the hell needs sleep when you've got cavalry archers attacking and killing elite skirmishers? I mean, come on. Okay, we've got a castle here in the center of the map for Fire. On a nice little hill here to defending the stone, protecting, controlling the center. Villager with a swashbuckling sword trying to take out this one last scout cavalry of our Tatar, who is going up to 23 cavalry archers. Okay. Like I said, I'm surprised that DauT is being... I mean, this is the person who has a very aggressively placed castle named after him, right? We're talking about the DauT castle. I am surprised that he is this pacifistic, let's say, non-aggressive. Finally does decide to go out onto the map with these cavalry archers, although might run into 2 scorpions and a mango. But he's got enough army here. What is he scared of? I mean, you're playing Age of Empires. These units are designed to die. Okay. Does lose 2. I guess this is exactly what he was scared of, losing units for nothing, although will manage to pick off these spearmen. Should be able to get that scorpion as well. Going up to 26 cavalry archers, bringing that mangonel of his own with 8 kills. This is the hero mangonel. What the hell is this monk doing? Where are you going? Excuse me. Oh man, this mangonel is doing quite well. 12 kills, a villager defending it, or repairing it rather. Oh, what an incredible shot. I might make this into a YouTube short. What a fantastic shot out of this mangonel. 15 total kills for him. You know you're playing the Tatars. Get your ass onto that high ground. Okay, now we've got another small force. I mean, Fire is doing as good a job as he can here, containing DauT. DauT, with the quicker, stronger unit, is, like I said, being not as aggressive as he could be, although now he's going to pick off a huge amount of villagers. This is why you want to be out on the map. This is why you need these quick-moving units. I mean, what's the speed on these? 1.54. Yeah, 3 for the price of 1. Exactly. I once ordered a pizza here in Toronto that was... we used to have a very famous brand. I mean, it still exists. It's kind of shitty, but it's called 2 for 1. And my family and I used to order it all the time. You know, we'd watch a movie on Friday night. We'd order a pizza. It was a lot of fun as a kid. And then when I moved out as an adult, all of a sudden there was a new company called 3 for 1. And you can imagine how terrible the quality must be if you are paying the price of 1 pizza and getting 3. I ordered it, and yeah, it was absolute horrible pizza. And as somebody who loves pizza, who thinks pizza is the ambrosia of the world, for me to say pizza is bad, it has to be really bad. He is going to run face first into this castle, finally discovers that it exists. 3 castles for our red Burmese. I hope we get to see a Rambai. Instead, we're getting light cav forging. He's going up to Imperial, basically a minute and a half ahead of his opponent. But take a look at the mini-map. DauT is everywhere. He's got spotting houses. He's got outposts. He's got cavalry. Remember, like I said, these come with extra viewing, extra line of sight. I don't know what the hell viewing is. Look how far these units see. Anything that Fire throws at these cav archers is going to be seen a mile away. That is the beauty of the Tatars. And now he's circling back, running back. Does see this elite skirmisher. Oh god, is this the same elite skirmisher that tried to attack this siege workshop, managed to tickle away 18 HP? I have no clue. What are we getting here? Manipur cavalry. So these cavalry are going to have a nice +5 attack bonus against archer units. And he's getting a defensive upgrade for them as well. So these are going to be some pretty powerful light cav here out of our... Oh, Red Burmese. Sorry, I don't know where the mouse is. Chasing them away. We'll see if he upgrades them to Hussars now that he is in Imperial Age. Oh, these cav archers have to be careful. Look how quickly these light cavs surround them and kill them. Another castle going up for our Red Burmese, but a defensive castle for DauT. DauT, known for his super-duper aggressive castles, is himself building a very defensive one, has 5 town centers, 133 villagers, and also the military lead. The problem for him is mana per cavalry and 6 pierce armor on these Burmese cav, who in 40 seconds are going to be Hussars. So this is going to be very difficult for DauT to handle in a second. Although he is building more and more infrastructure. I love to see this. How many? I'm going to zoom out. Sorry to anyone on a smaller screen. 7 archery ranges for our blue Tatar, who finds himself under attack on multiple fronts. On the western front, on the eastern front, although finally does manage to clear up that aggression and can focus. But my god, attacking on an 8+5 against archer units, against a unit with 2 melee armor. Although now we are getting heavy cavalry archer, conscription, chemistry. So these incredibly powerful cavalry archers are going to be produced faster. They are going to hit harder. And now they're sitting at 80 HP. So they are going to be a hard target to take down. Ah, you're in Illinois. Nice. I remember I was in Chicago recently. I had some of the best barbecue I've ever had in my life. And it was just so delicious. And then once the meal was over, I was so full. And the restaurant was closing. I wish I could remember the name. And the waitress came out and she basically said, hey, we have another half a chicken that we're going to throw out because the restaurant's closing. You guys want it? And my friends and I just looked at each other and said, you know what? We're basically bursting out of our pants. I don't think we can even walk home or walk to our hotel. But yes, we will have more chicken, please. And it was just so delicious for now. Oh no, does get cornered. Does he have an exit strategy here? Is there a gap between this house and this archery range? Or are these Hussars just gonna... Okay, for some reason, our red Burmese has decided to, instead of attacking cavalry archers, to go after the juicy underbelly of the Tatar society, its villagers. Another defensive castle. While I've been talking about chicken in Chicago, another castle does go up for our blue Tatar, who... I'm surprised that the military counts are so close. We've got 4 castles for our Burmese, and yes, a Rambai are out. Take a look at their accuracy. Should be 20%. 20% base accuracy. What a bunch of horseshit. And remember, they do not get the benefit of any attack upgrades, so they are stuck at 12, I believe, for the entirety of the game, unless... Oh, I'm getting Parthian tactics, so these are going to be a bit more powerful. But unless he upgrades them to the elite version, a random trebuchet standing here protected by cav archers. Man, is our blue Tatar doubling down on heavy cavalry archers. Might need to get some kind of defense against these Hussars. Remember, Manipur cavalry, a very, very tough upgrade to deal with if you are playing a cavalry, an archer civilization, rather. Okay. I mean, he's luring them into castle fire, but he has no response to these Hussars who are just like shredding the villager count. He's down to 128 villagers, not producing anymore. In come the Arambai. Where are you going? Go help your compatriots against these cav archers. They are clumped. Anytime you play against the Rambai, please, please do not clump your units, because again, their accuracy is terrible, but their darts that they throw, if they miss, deal 100% damage, so they can go through an entire line of military in seconds if you clump them up. For now, they're DauT doing a pretty good job. His units are starting to hurt in terms of HP, though. Take a look at this. It's basically at 60% HP. Oh. And of course,